Next thing I want to tell you before we break up the 30-day period of time, sponsoring 20 people in 30 days, here's the math. If you want to sponsor 20 people in 30 days, it's really about math. If you think about, I've talked to people in 100 different companies, but if you think about how many people join per presentation. Okay, so I'll give you an example. If you did 10 presentations and you showed 10 different people your opportunity, what percentage of those people are going to join? And typically, it's about 2. It's about 2 out of 10. You do a presentation, 2 out of 10 are going to join, typically. Okay? Now, if it's a little more than that because your company's really hot, fantastic. If it's a little less than that, because maybe for whatever reason, then factor that in. But typically, I would say 1.5 to 3, somewhere in that range, but we'll average 2. So that's question number 1. How many people, it's going to be what? 20% are going to join. Next question is how many presentations do you need to do in order to sponsor 20 people in 30 days? How many presentations do you need to do? Well, if that math holds up, excuse me, not 200, it's 100. You need to do 100 presentations in order to sponsor 20 people. Third question is how many appointments do you need to make in order to do 100 presentations? Because some people won't show up for whatever reason. I would say about, let's call it 125. 25 no-shows out of 125. Okay? Averaging now. Okay? 4, how many calls do you need to make in order to set up 125 presentations? Double that? Maybe 300? Let's just say it's 300. So 5, what does your list need to look like so you have enough people to make phone calls to? I don't know, 500? At least 300. Here's what I will tell you. Remember I said success loves speed? Success loves speed. If you want to recruit 20 people, these numbers are about right if you did it over the course of 20 months. If you did this over 20 months, this is about what you'll have to go through in order to be able to bring in 20 people. But if you do it in 30 days, these numbers are much less because success loves speed. Your percentage will probably be in the 30 to 40% range because your energy, your enthusiasm, your excitement, your urgency is going to be built in, and you're going to be sharp. You're going to be doing bang, 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 bang. You're not going to come in rusty. You're going to get good fast, which means you're going to have to make, 60 to 70 presentations, somewhere in that range. 60 to 70, not 100. Which means you're going to have to set up about 90 appointments or so in order to get those 60 to 70 to show up. Which means you're going to have to make about maybe 150 calls. That's real life, about 150. If you do it in 30 days, it's about this number. If you do it in 20 months, it's about these numbers. Which means, put 300 plus on your list and off you go. So that's the math. It's just math. If you know this number kind of over a long period of time, understand you can increase that number by having urgency and doing it in a short period of time. But success loves speed. If you do this quickly, I promise you, having talked to so many people, they didn't do as many presentations as you think in order to be able to bring in the people that they needed to bring in. Okay? So if you understand the math, then all you got to do is say, okay, am I willing? I want to bring in 20 people. Am I willing to make 300 plus phone calls to set 150 appointments to have 300 plus people on my list to make 150 plus phone calls to get 90 people to agree to a presentation, to do a presentation to 60 to 70 of them, and get 20 people to join. Am I willing to do that? Yes or no? If you're willing to do it, then you're good. If you're not willing to do it, then sorry. Now's not your time. You can keep taxiing down the runway and you can decide to take off later. Okay? It's really a decision. But once you understand the math, then okay, now it's not mysterious. Now it's real.